Assalamu alaikum, doctor. My name is Yang Tianbao, matric number 160711, and here is my individual reflective presentation for my group's website project. So this presentation has been split into 5 sections: task description, teamwork benefits and challenges, individual benefits and challenges, conflict management, and key takeaways. As the WordPress account holder and main administrator of the website we have built, I have 3 main tasks. First of which is, of course, to build the website's foundation, as well as lay out and construct all the main pages, such as contact us, about us, donations, blog and news, community, etc., and make sure each of the functions on it works. My second task is to help some of our teammates generate the AI images and some of the content that we will be using and uploading them onto the site's media folder and media sections. And lastly, my third task would be to write most of the textual contents for the website, such as the adoption pages where we have information of all the different animals up for adoption, as well as resources of some of the made up local shelters that we are partnered with, and lastly, most of the news and blog posts. So during my completion of these 3 tasks, I think some of the key concepts I have used that I've learned from this course is I think the most important is how to write with emotions, how to write as you want to the users to read your stuff. So, like for example, most of the writing I did for the adoptions and for the news and blog posts. I really want to write in a way that speaks to the readers as a fellow pet lover, fellow cat and dog lover, that someone who really wants to protect these animals and want to see the best for them. So, working as a team of 4, we of course face some numbers of benefits as well as challenges. So, some of the benefits we had working as a team was that, with 4 people, there are of course going to be much more ideas and opinions than if one person working on it. There's also, extra pairs of eyes to keep on the progress and make sure to remind everyone when something is due internally, of course, as well as the external deadline. And there are more people to review every section and help give feedback and help edit and troubleshoot all of the different sections of the site. Of course, there are some challenges because there are 4 people. We were very slow to come to a consensus on what exactly are we going to build a website about, what was our main idea. And some of the ideas we had some clashes and conflicts, and luckily we resolved them quickly. And of course, there's going to be difference of opinion on the design and how each page should look, what type of image should we use, what type of coloring, etc. And while working on my individual parts, there were also some benefits and challenges. Like I mentioned, more people means more conflicts. So working by myself means there's less time and schedule restraint. I can just work on my own schedule, and thus there is a faster work pace I enjoyed. And challenges are, when I'm working by myself, there's no one to communicate with me and bounce ideas off of. I'm very prone to be stuck on some ideas and stuck on some thoughts. And there's also no one there to offer motivation or support, unfortunately. And while, of course, there were some conflicting ideas and thoughts, like I mentioned before, there were never anything serious. So we didn't really have any team crisis. But whenever we did have these conflicts, we will either call into a face-to-face brainstorming or meeting to, talk these things out and come to a consensus. Or whenever we're busy or on the weekends, we can pull up Google Meets and all of us can come into this one meeting and discuss our conflicting opinions and hopefully solve them. So we really think that it's best to solve these conflicts as quickly as possible. Don't let them fester and sometimes turn into these big arguments. So we definitely uh, always want to manage and resolve our conflicts as quickly as possible. And finally, here are some key takeaways I've gotten from working on this project. One is the importance of UI design, because user experience is so important to us because we want these users to see, oh, there's so many animals that needs adoption, or these blog and news articles really touch our heart. So we want them to like using our website and like the content we provide, and that's why we really want to go with a minimalism or a minimalistic style, so that they focus on the content first instead of whatever design or whatever background images there are. And second, We think that writing should always have a consistent tone and emotion in mind because, like we said, we want our users to take pity on these animals and to feel bad for them. So we're not really going to post these really, excited tones or, sometimes we are excited, but these are excitement are for, those animals who have gotten help. So we always want them to be emotionally invested. And lastly, communication is really the key because we have four people working on here with four different sets of ideas and views, and we want everyone to gel. So more communication, the better. That's why we have these frequent meetings and frequent, face-to-face discussions about our conflicts, and just to, take a poll to agree on some consensus or agree on the main idea. And that's all for me. Thank you so much for everything that you've taught us and helped us with, Dr. Farhana. We all wish you a happy new year and have a pleasant rest of the week.